Hello and welcome to Learning Business Central with Infusion Solutions. My name is Allison Ferris and I'm a software consultant here at Infusion. To tell you a little bit about Infusion, we've been in the Microsoft channel for over 20 years now. We're located in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we specialize in creative solutions and integrations within the Microsoft stack. We have customers located throughout the U.S. in a variety of industries. We specialize in distribution, not-for-profit, higher education, healthcare, and we have a tailored solution for the wine and spirits industry. We offer consulting services on business processes, integration services, Power Platform development, Dynamics GP support, and Business Central implementation, development, and support. To tell you a little bit about me, my name is Allison Ferris once again, and I'm a software consultant. I'm also a certified Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central functional consultant, and I've been with Infusion for close to a year and a half now, but I've been in the accounting field for over 25 years. I have 3 children, and I recently moved to Tennessee from New York. An interesting fact about me is I've recently been learning to kayak since I live near the lake here, and it's a great place to do so. Basic customer navigation in Business Central using the customer list. I'm going to go over the customer list and its basic layout and some of the functionality and some of the more commonly used features. To get to the customer list, we navigate there using the Tell Me search by typing all or part of the word that we're looking for. As with most windows in Business Central, you can find them and navigate to them this way. Just by clicking, it brings me into the customer list window. Or I can use the navigation menu. And under Sales, I can find customers here. It also appears on my navigation bar because I have it bookmarked, and I'll go over that in just a moment. I can use my keyboard if I'd like by clicking the Alt button. It brings up the shortcut keys for the various menu options, so I can just hit C to bring me into the customer list. Once I'm in the customer list page, all the way over to the right, this is the bookmark tab that I was talking about. I can toggle that on or off. And if I turn it off and go back to my Role Center home page, you can see customers is no longer appearing here. I'm just going to want to go back into my customer list and turn that back on so that it's available to me to click into my customer list really easily. I also have expansion arrows here that will display my window in a normal or a wide view. Displays an additional column, and it also makes more menu options on the action bar visible to me. A fact box is available for the customer list, and that'll show any attachments for the customer, any links to web pages, notes I may want to add on the customer. Helps if I knew how to spell. And that shows the date and who made the addition of the note, and that can be edited or deleted as needed. There are also details that show by customer, and as I scroll through my list, these tiles and information update pertaining to whichever customer I have highlighted. It shows some nice statistics down here with drill-in capabilities. I can click on and see the list of outstanding invoices that make up that total. I can also click on any of these tiles if I want to see ongoing sales invoices. There it is. So that's really nice, these 2 tabs in the fact box. And I can hide the fact box entirely by turning that off. I can display my customer list in a few different ways. I can use tall tiles, which kind of look like business cards. I can use regular tiles, which are smaller versions that still have a photo. Or I can just use the list, which I'm going to keep it at for practicality. I have a filter pane available on my list. This is nice if I have a really large customer list and I only want to filter it by customers, let's say, with an RE in their name. I can use the filters in Business Central to bring it back to, it cuts it down to just the 2 results that meet my filter criteria. If I turn it off, it brings me right back to my full list. I can add filters on the visible fields, which are columns displayed here on my screen, or I can filter by available fields that aren't currently visible in my window. But as with any window in Business Central, you can adjust and modify that and customize it to your needs using personalization. I won't go over personalization here, but wanted to point out that it is, of course, available on this window, like all others. If I want to see only customers that owe me more than $5,000, I can apply a balance due filter here. And you can see it updates to show me just those that have a balance over $5,000. If that's a common cutoff that I'm going to want to look at each month as part of my regular business, I can save that as a view. So next time when I come in here next month and open up my filter pane, that view is available and I can see the whole list or quickly apply my $5,000 and up with a single click. And that's available to me until or unless I remove it. The window opens up with a date filter defaulted to the work date that my Business Central session is set at. And just as a reminder, you can find your work date here under the Settings gear icon under My Settings. I can view or change my work date there. I can change the date filter to today. I can make it today 1 year ago. And as you notice, the data is updating as it applies my date filter. I can reset the filters and it brings it right back to that default workday. And I can close my filter pane when I'm through. I have a share button available to me where I can copy a link to this page. And I can send it an email, for example, to a coworker if I want them to be able to open up this page and look at the same thing that I am and work on it with me. Or I can send it directly through Teams. Even better, I can open it in Excel as a spreadsheet. And really nice, I can make edits to that spreadsheet to change or modify the fields, update information, and publish it right back to Business Central. I won't go over that here right now, but it's a really nice feature that I wanted to point out, show you where to find it, and alert you to the fact that it's available. I can search for customers, add new ones, delete, perform other actions like create a document, which is making a transaction for the customer, like an order or an invoice, and post those. I can view customer details. Probably most frequently used are the customer ledger entries, which shows a history of all posted transactions for the customer. The invoices, payments, all shown here, red indicating past due. And I can sort ascending and descending order really easily with a click. Another thing I can do is look at my sent email history. If I've sent emails to the customer through Business Central, those will be tracked and a history is available for me to view here. I can launch reports like statements for a customer from this customer list. I won't go over the particulars of how, but that's nice to know you can do it right here from the list. I can perform actions like record payments from the customers by going to the cash receipts journal or registering customer payments here in a little shorter method. I also won't go over those here, but wanted to point them out. I can view other reports from here, like my financial reports, trial balance, aged accounts receivable. I can set reminders and send those. That's a really nice, useful feature as well. That's an automated email that can be sent to customers with past due balances. That's the basics of the customer list. And to exit, I simply click up here in the upper left on my company name and bring me back to my Role Center home screen. If you have any questions, would like more information, or next steps to see how Business Central